Hey guys, American Trucker here with this gorgeous lady over here by my side. But anyway, so I'm about to get back out on the road. I've spent a couple of weeks. How long has it been? 2 weeks? Maybe a little bit more. I spent more time home than I meant to, but a few days of that, 4 days or so of that, was because of the radiator going out on me. But if you watch my other video, luckily I broke down literally 15-20 minutes from my house at a fuel station that I was going to be stopping at and fueling up anyways, and that's whenever it sprung a leak. So I guess it kind of worked out a little bit on that end. The total on that ended up being $3,000. That's not including the tow, but that's for the labor and the part, the radiator, and then the tow was like $500, tad bit over $500. But yeah, first call service, that's where I got the work done at. I did an excellent job. It works like a champ. Check out that video. I have a video just on that place. If you want work done, it's $85 an hour for labor. You can't get that anywhere for a semi-truck. But anyways, so I'm gonna get back out on the road. I gotta run to Springfield first. I'll probably try to be there on Monday. What's today's date?
June 2nd.
2nd. So today's the 2nd. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, Monday. So the 5th. Anyways, I'll try to be there. I'm trying to be in Springfield on the 5th. On a business hours, working day, whatever you can call it, on Monday. Take care of some stuff, and then spend the rest of the month on the road. So in my other channel, I also mentioned that I'm going to be starting a new channel. I'm still going to keep this channel here. But the other one's going to be more focused on healthy eating, working out, alternative ways to get a workout in without your normal, push-ups, sit-ups, running, gym, lifting weights, things like that. I'm still going to do videos on that, and I'm going to start explaining on more and get more into about the proper way to lift weights if you're going to lift weights, to avoid injury, things like that, and to maximize your results and get, some people, it's not just about lifting, and you'll see a lot of people in the gym looking around worried about who's lifting heavier, how much somebody else is lifting, or things like that. It's more about technique and focusing on the muscle that you're trying to work on, or focus on gearing your workouts toward losing weight, gaining muscle mass, or things like that. So it's going to be a little more focused, but it's going to be all about fitness, mental fitness, physical fitness, and eating healthy. Mostly eating healthy. So we're going to combine a little bit of cooking channel, so to speak, I guess you could say, with health and fitness. We're going to do some meal preps. We're going to show you how to eat. And I say we, me and her, and my youngest daughter. She's the meal prepper, but show you how to eat healthier. But we're also going to throw in there some good old Southern cooking. That's when you got to take those breaks every while. You can't eat fruits and vegetables every day and boiled eggs and stuff. You gotta take a break every once in a while, and we're gonna make some dishes like we're gonna try to get her to make her homemade soup beans. In the South, we call them soup beans. Other places, people call them pinto beans. But soup beans and cornbread with a little twist. I mean, it's the way you cook them. It's how long you cook them. It's what you cook in with the beans when you cook them. How do you prepare the beans, things like that. So there's a little more to it the way we like it here in the South when it comes to making soup beans. We make a whole meal out of it, and of course we don't like sweet cornbread. Some people do, some people love it. Where we're from, we like non-sweet cornbread, at least me and her anyways. But anyways,
people down here.
Yeah, most people in the South don't eat sweet cornbread, not that I know of at least. And you go to another state, maybe Georgia, Kentucky, wherever, they may be different, but we're in East Tennessee. But we're going to show you some other dishes. She's going to show a little bit about foods that you that you can grow yourself in a garden, just a small little garden. You don't need a big area. Now, if you live in a city and you don't have a yard at all, then that might be difficult, or an apartment or something. But
grow them in pots.
Yeah, that is true. You can grow them in pots. You can't grow an abundance of them. I guess the part depends on how much space you have, but either way, you can do something. But she's going to show you if you have a place to grow a garden. We might even get into a little bit of gardening and some techniques that we use, but or at least show you what foods that you can, and then I might see if I can get her to do a video on canning process. But we can corn, we can tomatoes. We eat a lot of tomato juice. So we have, I don't know how many we got downstairs now, but we have several dozens of tomato juice, canned okra, pickles. She makes her own pickles for cucumbers, of course. That's where they come from, obviously. But just in case, hey, there's some people out there, you never know. She's laughing, but some people, you know, they just get the final product in the jar in the grocery store, and they don't know how it got to that point. But anyways, so we're going to try to show you from the garden, fresh picked, to the can, and the process in between. You can can meat. A lot of people don't know that. There's all kinds of things you can. She makes blackberry jelly, strawberry jelly, things like that.
Those are not very healthy for you, though.
They're not very healthy. Yeah, that's going to be some of the non-healthy stuff, but just some things that you can make at home. And also one of the things she wanted to do this year is get some red onions and pickle them. So she pickles eggs, she pickles okra. What else do you pickle? Peppers. Cucumbers. Obviously, they're pickles. But she's going to take some red onions this year and pickle them, and then put those on hamburgers and things like that. Whatever she wants to put them on, I guess. But we're going to go with some old school recipes that's been handed down for generations. If I can get her to tell her, secret recipes that everybody's always wanting to keep to themselves. Show you how we make fried chicken. We're going to try to go old school. I don't know if anybody ever used Crisco or lard back in the day, but
Pig lard. You render it from pigs, and we do make homemade sausage,
which
is actually very healthy, or more healthy for you. The pig lard is when you render it.
Yeah, more healthy than cooking oils.
Yeah.
So pig lard is actually I'm not going to say, but somebody in her family has had high blood pressure, and they stopped using cooking oil and they started using pig lard, which lard to fry stuff with. Back what they did back in the day, and it lowered his cholesterol just by doing that alone. Quite a bit, actually. I think he even got off medicine just by doing that. So I know that sounds crazy. You think lard sounds fattening, whatever, but it's more natural, and it don't have all the stuff in it that cooking oil has in it. And there's a science behind it, why it's better for you.
It's not processed either, so.
Yeah, no processed. We try to stay away from preservatives. Now there's some things when you have no choice to put some preservatives in it, but we like to make everything as natural as possible and keep it that way. Like I said, when you grow your own garden, you know exactly how it was taken care of, what chemicals were not put on it. We try to stay away from all chemicals and keep it that way once it goes into our bodies. But anyway, so we're going to do a little bit of cooking and meal prepping. I'm going to show you some alternatives that you can do that are actually fun to get a workout in. When I say fun, I mean some people love going to the gym and lifting weights, but some people's not a weight lifter. Some people don't like going to the gym. Some people don't like to run. Some people don't like doing cardio, calisthenics. There's just a lot of things that are traditional exercises that some people just aren't interested in. And the one thing that I was always interested in growing up that pushed me to my physical limits was anything competitive. So if it was competitive in a sport, I would usually give more effort than I could possibly thought I could give, just for the competitive nature of the sport and not liking to lose. I'm a sore loser, I guess. I don't like to lose. I had a brother that was 5 years older than me, and my whole life I competed against everything. It didn't matter what it was. Throwing paper wads in the trash can, who could jump the farthest, who could run the fastest. We always rode bicycles, and he was always bigger than me and faster than me, and he always tried to leave me, and I would always do whatever I could to try to keep up with him. But just being competitive my whole life, I've tried about every sport that you could possibly think of, and I'm going to introduce you guys to maybe some new sports or some things that you didn't think you could do or didn't think about that can keep you active, especially as we get older. A lot of that's going to come into also your joints, recovery. There's a certain way you can recover better, faster, and things like that. But it's going to be very basic. One thing on my channel I won't have is 99% of that stuff in G&C that people spend billions of dollars a year on. It's just my opinion, but I've been doing this for over 2 decades, and I've tried a lot of those things when I was younger. It just doesn't work. So you don't need to waste your money on that. If it's a get rich quick scheme, so to speak, there's no pill out there you're going to take and in 30 days be ripped like those guys show you on TV or whatever. It's not how it works. It's a slow, steady progress. The key word is steady and perseverance. And you know, the hardest step is getting started. But we'll get more into that on the other channel. Like I said, I'm still going to keep this trucking channel, and that's it. I'm also going to show you some things. My oldest daughter, we're going to get into showing you some natural remedies for aches and pains or health, cold remedies, things like that. Just to show you some things that are just as good, maybe even better for you than stuff that you can get in the store that are synthetic. Because there's a lot of other things in those synthetic drugs that
are bad for you.
Yeah, bad for you, cause cancer, things like that. So what was it you want to... She was going to get into something herself, but I can't remember what it was. What was you going to talk about? Oh, no. We talked about the canning process.
Yep. You're the canner, or you're the talker, I'm the video.
She's the videographer. She's going to be doing the editing. It's going to be a lot better than my trucking channel, because I don't edit anything, as you guys know. And hang on, there's a car coming, but I have a name picked out for the channel. I'll just need to, yeah, I'm going to post it here, coming up here pretty soon. I got to verify a couple more things before I release it, and then I'm just going to have probably a few videos right off the bat ready to go, and then as the requests come in, I have a Gmail account in the description below where you can get a hold of us, phone number, and kind of if you have any requests on exercises or foods or things you want me to go over and cover. I already have a bunch of things in mind, but I'll let you know whenever it's ready to go. And hopefully anybody who's subscribed to this channel, I can go over there and subscribe to that one, and then you kind of have 2 different sides. I'll slow down a little bit on the trucking channel on physical fitness, but I'll still refer you over to that channel once I get it up and going. I think that's about it. Anything else?
Nope.
Subscribe to this channel and hit the all bell notification. That way you'll know every time I post a video. And then, like I said, I got one coming up for the new channel. But my very next trucking video, if you guys are interested, it's also going to be reasons why. I was reading some stuff online, and it was everybody's opinions that work at Prime. There are reasons why people don't make money at Prime if they don't make money, or good money. But it was all the excuses, and some of the actual excuses that I read are legit, and I'm going to go over those one by one and kind of give you my 2 cents on if I think some of them is legit, if I think it's the driver's fault, or if I think it's someone else's fault, or, you know, we're just going to talk about some of the reasons why you may make good money at Prime, and then why some people say they don't make good money at Prime. And I believe there's probably both of those people at Prime. But anyways, that's going to be my next video, so subscribe, like, leave a comment on this one. And that's it, guys. American Trucker, I'm out.